You get out of bed, and immediately, a sense of discouragement overwhelms you. The simple act of opening your eyes feels like facing a raging sea of sadness. The world seems to have lost its color and vitality, and every daily task becomes a crushing burden. You feel as if you're immersed in a dense fog, where light and clarity are just distant memories. The moments that should be filled with joy and satisfaction are now just a series of challenges. You look around and see a space that was once your refuge, but now it feels like a scene of desolation. The things that used to bring happiness are now just reminders of what has been lost. The reflection in the mirror is no longer that of someone who found pleasure in life, but of someone struggling to find meaning amidst the pain. The weight of depression is immense and often invisible to others. You may feel isolated, as if navigating a turbulent sea with no one by your side. The struggle is silent, and you often wonder if anyone truly understands the depth of what you're going through. There is a constant feeling that, no matter how hard you try, the gray cloud will never fully dissipate. Each day is a battle, and simply continuing is a monumental effort. Energy seems scarce, and you find yourself dragging through activities that once were natural. Sadness becomes a constant companion, and moments of joy become rare and fleeting. The desire to connect with others, to find relief, is often muffled by the feeling that no one can truly understand what you're experiencing. You wonder if there is a way to escape this unending cycle of pain and sadness. Hope seems like a faint and distant light, obscured by the intensity of current suffering. There is a desperate need to find a thread of hope, to believe that despite the darkness, there is a path to healing and peace. At this moment, it's important to recognize how challenging what you're experiencing is. It's not just about feeling sad, but dealing with an emotional state that is overwhelming and debilitating. The pain is real, and your journey deserves empathy and understanding. It is crucial to allow yourself to feel what you are feeling without shame or guilt, and recognize that this struggle is a part of your unique and valid experience. You are not alone on this path. Though it may seem that the darkness is endless, there is a way forward, and it is possible to find support and comfort. The first step is to acknowledge the depth of your pain and allow yourself to seek the necessary help to face this struggle with courage and hope. You feel trapped in a cycle that seems never-ending. Each day is a repetition of the last, a constant battle against dark thoughts and a fatigue that goes beyond the physical. It's as if the world has lost all its colors, leaving only shades of gray blending into a suffocating fog. Do you remember how it used to be? When waking up wasn't a burden, when the day brought possibilities instead of obligations. It seems like a distant life now, as if it belonged to someone else. You wonder where that version of yourself got lost. At what moment the path deviated so drastically? Depression is a silent and insidious companion. It crept into your life slowly, so subtly that you barely noticed its arrival. At first, it was just bad days, moments of sadness that you attributed to fatigue, work stress, small daily disappointments. But gradually, these moments extended, fused, until they became your constant state. You try to remember the last time you felt true joy, a moment of pure and simple happiness. The memories seem distant, as if they belong to another life. You strive to find reasons to feel grateful, to appreciate the good things that still exist in your life. But it's as if there is a filter between you and the world, blocking any positive sensations. Relationships with friends and family have become complicated. You've withdrawn, not out of lack of love or consideration, but because the idea of socializing, of having to explain or justify your state, seems like a Herculean task. It's easier to isolate yourself, to hide behind excuses and imaginary commitments. But this isolation only feeds the loneliness, creating a vicious cycle of withdrawal and pain. At work, you struggle to keep up appearances. You fulfill your obligations mechanically, trying not to draw attention to the internal turmoil consuming you. But each task seems harder than the last, each social interaction a test of your ability to pretend normalcy. You wonder how much longer you can maintain this facade before it completely collapses. Sometimes, you think about seeking help, but what would you say? How do you explain this emptiness, this feeling of being disconnected from everything and everyone? Words seem inadequate to describe the depth of what you feel. And there's the fear of judgment, the worry of being seen as weak or incapable. Society still doesn't fully understand depression, and you fear the reactions, the well-meaning but empty advice from those who have never experienced this darkness. Night after night, you go to bed carrying the weight of the day. Sleep, which should be a refuge, has become yet another battle. Nightmares blend with reality, and you wake up exhausted, as if you haven't rested at all. The morning brings the same sense of discouragement, the same weight on your chest that seems to drain all your strength. You try to hold on to the little things. A ray of sunlight coming through the window, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, a kind message from a friend. But it's as if there's a barrier between you and these sensations. You recognize them intellectually, you know they should bring some comfort, but emotionally, you can't reach them. There are days when the simple act of existing seems to require a superhuman effort. Getting up, taking a shower, eating, each gesture is a struggle against the inertia that threatens to swallow you. You wonder how the people around you manage to live with such apparent ease, how they can smile and make plans when for you the future seems like an endless extension of the dark present. Guilt is a frequent companion. Guilt for not getting over it, for not being able to just be happy, as so many well-intentioned people suggest. Guilt for disappointing those who care about you, for not being the friend, the child, the partner you wish you could be. This guilt only adds more weight to the burden you already carry, creating a vicious cycle of self-criticism and discouragement. You find yourself questioning the purpose of it all. What's the point of continuing to fight day after day if each morning brings the same sense of emptiness? There are moments when the idea of simply giving up seems tempting, not as a real desire for self-destruction, but as a fantasy of escape, of finally finding peace. The journey through depression is lonely and frightening. It's like walking through a dark maze without a map, without a compass, with only the faint hope that each step might bring you closer to the exit. You know you need to keep moving, even when your strength seems completely exhausted. Looking back, you see the path you've traveled so far. It has been days, weeks, months of silent struggle. Each morning you managed to get up, each task you completed, each smile you forced, all small victories in a war that seems never-ending. You are stronger than you think, surviving day after day in conditions that many would not be able to endure. You know you can't go on like this forever. At some point, something needs to change. The idea of change is scary. After all, even in your pain, there is a certain familiarity, a dark comfort zone you have become used to living in. But you also know, deep down, that you deserve more than this, that there is more to life than this constant struggle against the darkness. You are at the limit of your strength, feeling that you can no longer bear this weight alone. And you know what? You don't have to. You shouldn't. The journey you are on is incredibly difficult, but it is not one you have to face in isolation. The first step, perhaps the most challenging, is accepting that you need help. There is no shame in that. Depression is not a sign of weakness, but a real and serious illness that requires proper care and treatment. Just as you wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor for persistent physical pain, it's time to seek professional help for this emotional pain that consumes you. Look for a psychologist or psychiatrist. These professionals have the tools and knowledge to help you navigate this darkness. It may seem daunting at first, the idea of opening your heart to a stranger. But remember, they are there to help you, without judgment, offering a safe space for you to explore your feelings and find paths to healing. Never underestimate the power of therapy and, if necessary, appropriate medication. Many people resist the idea of antidepressants, fearing side effects or believing it's a sign of weakness. But the truth is, for many, these medications are a lifeline, providing the chemical balance needed to start feeling like yourself again. At the same time, do not neglect the power of small changes in your daily routine. I know it seems impossible now, but try incorporating physical activity into your day. It doesn't have to be anything strenuous. A 15-minute walk can work wonders. Exercise releases endorphins, the so-called feel-good hormones, which can offer temporary relief from depression symptoms. Pay attention to your diet. When we are depressed, it's easy to fall into harmful eating patterns, either overeating or undereating. Try to maintain a balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. Your body and mind are closely connected, and nourishing your body properly can positively impact your mental state. Establish a regular sleep routine. I know this may seem like a huge challenge when insomnia or oversleeping are common symptoms of depression, but try to keep a consistent sleep and wake schedule to help regulate your biological clock, gradually improving your sleep quality. Expose yourself to natural light whenever possible. The lack of sunlight can exacerbate depression symptoms. Even if it's difficult to leave the house, Try to spend a few minutes a day outside, feeling the sun on your face. This might seem like a small task, but it can have a significant impact on your mood. Practice gratitude, even on the hardest days. I know it can seem impossible to find something to be grateful for when everything feels so dark, but try. Start with small things, the warmth of a cup of tea, the comfort of your bed, the loyalty of a pet. Gradually, you may discover more light in your life than you realized. Don't isolate yourself completely. I know the idea of social interaction might seem overwhelming now, but isolation only feeds depression. Start slow. A text message to a close friend, a quick call to a family member. Allow the people who care about you to offer their support. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Explore meditation techniques. These practices can help calm an anxious mind and offer a moment of peace amid the whirlwind of negative thoughts. There are countless apps and online resources that can guide you on this journey. Be kind to yourself. Depression often comes with an unforgiving inner critic. Try to treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend going through the same situation. You are fighting a tough battle. Acknowledge your strength and courage. Set small, achievable goals. When everything seems overwhelming, start with simple tasks. Making your bed, taking a shower, preparing a healthy meal. Each small accomplishment is a step in the right direction and can offer a sense of achievement. Consider joining a support group. Sharing your experiences with others who understand what you are going through can be incredibly therapeutic. Knowing that you are not alone on this journey can offer comfort and hope. Explore forms of creative expression. Art, writing, music, all can be powerful channels for processing difficult emotions. Don't worry about the end result. The process itself can be cathartic and revealing. Remember that recovery is not linear. There will be good days and bad days. Days when you feel stronger, and others when it seems like you're back to square one. This is normal and expected. Don't punish yourself for setbacks. They are a natural part of the healing process. Stay open to the possibility of change. Depression can make you feel trapped, as if this state is permanent. But remember, just like everything in life, this too shall pass. Change is the only constant, and with the right treatment and support, you can and will overcome this. Consider making a safety contract with yourself or with someone you trust. In the darkest moments, when thoughts of self-harm might arise, have a plan of action. This might include calling a friend, contacting an emotional support hotline, or going to an emergency room. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Whether for practical daily tasks or emotional support, allow the people around you to support you. Often, those who love us want to help but don't know how. Give them that opportunity. Finally, remember, you are stronger than you think. Each day you face this battle is a testament to your resilience and courage. Depression wants to convince you that you are alone, that there is no hope. But that is not true. There is an entire world of possibilities waiting for you beyond this darkness. The path to recovery may be long and challenging, but it is a journey worth taking. You deserve to live a full life, filled with joy and meaning. Give yourself the chance to rediscover the beauty of the world and the strength that lies within you. The first step is the hardest, but also the most important. Reach out, ask for help, and start your journey back to the light. You are not alone in this fight, and there is hope, even when you can't see it. Believe in yourself and the possibility of better days. They will come. Now, let's say a prayer. Dear God, in this moment of deep suffering and pain, I come to you with a troubled heart and a weary mind. I am facing a huge and painful challenge, and I feel as if I am lost in a sea of sadness and despair. I ask for your presence and guidance to find peace and relief in this difficult time. Give me the strength to face each day with courage, even when everything seems dark and hopeless. Help me remember that, despite the depth of my pain, there is a path to healing and restoration ahead. May I feel your presence beside me, guiding and sustaining me with each step of this journey. Lord, help me find the courage and dignity within myself, even when depression tries to convince me otherwise. Teach me to practice self-compassion and to be kind to myself, acknowledging that my pain is real and that I deserve to find relief and support. May I see beyond the sadness and recognize the light that still exists, even if it is just a distant spark. I also ask for wisdom to seek the help I need. Open my eyes to recognize the sources of support and comfort around me, and give me the courage to take the necessary steps to get the help I might need. May I find people and resources that can support me and offer the understanding I seek. Lord, help me find moments of relief and joy, even amidst the pain. May I experience small moments of peace and gratitude that serve as reminders that there is hope and that the future can be different from what I see now. Strengthen my faith in the possibility of change and recovery, and help me keep hope alive, even when it seems distant. I lay before you my sadness and the weight I carry. I ask that you take this burden and replace it with a sense of lightness and peace. May I feel your comforting presence and know that I am not alone in this struggle. Help me trust in you and believe that, with your help, I can overcome this difficult time and find the light at the end of the tunnel. Amen. As we reach the end of this reflection and prayer, I wish for you to feel a ray of hope and comfort amidst the pain. I recognize the weight you carry and the intensity of the feelings you are facing, but I also want you to know that the journey to recovery is possible and that there is a path to the light, even when the present seems dark. You are not alone in this fight. The pain and sadness you feel are valid and understandable, but it's also important to remember that support is available and that change is possible. Every small step you take towards healing is a significant advance, and your courage in facing this battle is a testament to your inner strength. As you move forward, remember to be kind to yourself and to allow space for healing. Each day is a new opportunity to find a little more peace and hope. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, but also give yourself the chance to find small moments of joy and relief. The journey may be long and challenging, but every step towards well-being is valuable and important. May you find solace and strength in the words and prayers we offer. Let them serve as a constant reminder that support and hope are available, even when the journey seems tough. Believe in the possibility of a better future and know that, although the road may be winding, you have the ability to overcome this phase and find the peace you deserve. I wish that you feel enveloped by a sense of calm and renewal, knowing that every effort you make to seek help and practice self-care is a step towards a more balanced and fulfilling life. May hope continue to grow in your heart, and may you find strength in the small victories and the support around you. In your moments of doubt and difficulty, remember that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel and that your journey is worthy of compassion and understanding. Life can offer new beginnings and opportunities for healing, and each day is a chance to get closer to the peace and happiness you seek. I bid you farewell with the hope that you find the strength and comfort needed to face the challenges ahead. May your journey be accompanied by a growing sense of hope and the discovery of new ways to experience joy and fulfillment.